What you think the biggest issue is for like the black community? Like the biggest issue overall besides unity?
That would be, I mean, that's so big, man. Because if it solves 95% of our problems, if we just got that right, the other 5% would probably just fade into the darkness. But on the other side of the equation, I think that our association has breeded an assimilation. We've been among our enemy for so long that we've adopted everything that our enemy has given us.
Ooh.
We worship what they said to worship. We wear the names that they gave us. We eat like they taught us to eat. So we've lost our name, our culture, our religion, more ways, folkways, norms, land, God, customs. We lost everything of essential, and our association has breeded an assimilation. So just like in the hood, whatever goes on around you goes in you. On a bigger scale, what's been going on around us since we've been kidnapped and made slaves, we've been westernized and Caucasianized by the enemy. And now we are to each other what they used to be to us.
What's happening? Let's talk about it. Black America has issues. I think it's overblown. It's not that bad though, but I'm gonna point out some things. He's right about the unity, but it's for a reason. You get what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I think Black America has a huge issue with needing to be perfect. And people want us to be perfect for everybody. People inside of Black America have this: if it ain't perfect, it ain't right. And people outside of Black America has, if you were perfect, we would see you and feel you and treat you a certain way, and that's stupid. Like, every group is imperfect. Every group is imperfect, but I think Black America, we're the only group that like I said, internally and externally, people want to hold us to a perfection standard, and we need to get away from that. Um, that's an issue. Religion is an issue. As far as us and God, the religions that we have, the religion has started to be cosplaying for spirituality. Okay, because Christianity was put upon us, fine. Islam was put upon us. You get what I'm saying? Um, People want to. The religion of atheism is, because of those things, but religion ain't got nothing to do with God, because religion has been perverted. All right, and it was perverted even when we were brought into it. The version we were brought into was perverted already, for people's and groups gain, financial gain, or their ego, or whatever you want to call it. So religion is an issue, and overly religious. Some people are getting away from it though, so I'm not about to just go all in on that. And that's the other thing. Um, we have an issue in our community of outdated stereotypes, especially from people outside of our community. They have outdated stereotypes of us. And even some people within the community, they want to cater to other groups by using those outdated stereotypes as a dog whistle for other people to give them, basically, uh to get their platforms bigger, or their ideology, or whatever business model they got bigger. And they sell us out with old stereotypes, and some of those old stereotypes wasn't really based in reality either. But right now it's a lot of overblown stereotypes, and which leads me into this other thing that we have an issue with. We have an issue in our community, and that's we're everybody's scapegoat. It's our issue because everybody scapegoats us, but it's really everybody else's issue that they don't want to deal with. So, um, Black America has a habit. Well, other groups have a habit of whatever's the worst things about my group, I'm going to project it on the Black America. And now it's the black community has a problem with this, and the black community has a problem with that. And it's really no, your community has a problem with that, but you're gonna say mine does. And now, um, which creates this other issue of we are fighting multiple battles on multiple fronts. And a lot of these battles aren't even our battles to fight. Okay. That's an issue. Uh hmm. Using Big Bank and Mr. Muhammad, we also have an issue currently of people with questionable backgrounds wanting to be at the forefront of judging us as a community, people within the community. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be respectful and nice, but I'm gonna have to say something directly. We have a influx because of social media of people who were actually destructive to the black community now want to point their fingers at the black community about what's wrong with it. See, you were the issue with the black community. And now you were the issue. You created issues in the black community with your dysfunction. And, years later, now you want to act like y'all messed up. No, you messed up. And that goes back into the scapegoating I was talking about, because you got people in the community who participated in tearing down the community who turn around and want to scapegoat what's wrong with the community. Like, that's what it is. And that's a thing that's been going on for a while. Another thing, since just bringing up issues, we're not giving out information about black history and black America like we did when I was younger. And it's causing people to make up black history when because they're too lazy to research it themselves. You get what I'm saying? So that's an issue. So now you have people who are black but don't know much about black America. And now they're making up, their own thing about black America because they never took the time to learn and nobody ever took the time to teach them. So they don't know what's real and what's fake. All they have like a brainwashed approach. And it's annoying. Then we're gonna have to do this other thing. I would say Black America also has an issue internally, externally with diversity. Like we ain't got like people want to make us like one big monolith. We've never been that. They're city folks, they're country folks, they're scientific folks, they're athletic folks, they're business folks. They're just they're just working folks. Like it's a mixed bag. Everybody has a mixed bag. So this concept of and the reason I gotta say that is because what winds up happening is we people externally and internally do this where like I said, it's scientific black folks, and let's go, it's athletic black folks. They want the athletic black folks to be scientific, and the scientific black folks to be athletic. And see that, and it's like, no, that's your problem. You want the business black folks to be working black folks, and the working black folks to be business black folks. Accept who people are. Stop trying to make them the opposite of what they are, because see, what we need is this. As I said in the beginning, we don't have to be perfect. It's these perfect black people who are scientific and athletic and entrepreneurial and what would you say? Just an overtime worker bee, and you get what I'm saying, and religious, but then atheist. But then it's like, yo, calm down. But country, but city, it's like, listen, that's y'all problem. People can be multifaceted, yes, but you got people who you run from what is to create what's not, to cover up, to act like what is doesn't exist. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully you get what I'm saying. So you have a person here, then you make up another person. Both of these people actually exist, but you make up a person to say both of them don't exist, and it doesn't make sense. So that's an issue too. Um, and I'll close it out by saying we have an issue. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I think we too nice. That's what I would say. We got an issue of being too nice. And actually, I think we're getting out of that issue. I think we're basically on the path, because we were there before. We were on the path of, you know what? I'm gonna give you back the same energy you give me. And I think we're going back to that trajectory, because I think when we give off the when we take what people dish to us and we dish it back out, people can't handle it. And we had a point where we didn't care if you couldn't handle it or not. And I think it was a period of, let's just be nice and see where it goes. And I think now we're going back to, no, if y'all dish it to us, we're gonna dish it back to you, and unapologetically. So I would say that's an issue too. But tell me what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.